son. Mr. Story, tell me, man. That torture my son, man. I got 2 sons.
Number 7. Now, I know what you must be thinking. Giving someone the middle finger isn't exactly a headline-grabbing freak out, but context is everything. What if I told you an inmate did it right in the middle of a packed courtroom, aimed directly at the judge, presiding over her case? Yep, believe it or not, this young woman was brazen enough to not only talk back but to make an obscene gesture to the one person holding her freedom in their hands. Her defiance was met with stunned silence, then swift justice. And she definitely didn't do herself any favors, because this is what happened next. The judge, clearly unimpressed, immediately found her in contempt of court, adding more time to her sentence on the spot. I bet she will literally never say adios to anybody else in her entire life. And is it just me, or with that booming voice, were you guys waiting for this judge to say, "Welcome to Jurassic Park"? Coming in at number 6, an angry Cook County inmate attacks correctional officers. This inmate was being taken in to be processed, a routine but often tense procedure. As the handcuffs came off, I guess the stark reality of prison life finally hit him hard, because that's when he decided to explode, launching a sudden and violent attack on 2 correctional officers. For a moment, it's pure chaos. Considering it was 2 against 1, this inmate gave these officers a serious run for their money, showing surprising strength and aggression. But you can't fight the system. Sure enough, they called in for backup, and it was like every CO in the building came running to help them out. The hallway flooded with uniforms, quickly overwhelming the lone attacker. Honestly, this was pretty hard to watch, and I almost feel like these COs need a refresher on their training, because this inmate shouldn't have been able to get the drop on them like he did. Our number 5 spot is a stark reminder of the constant tension inside. The title says inmate threatens to kill cameraman during hearing, but this clip shows a different kind of sudden violence. This next video looks like it took place in an overnight holding cell, a temporary space where nerves are already frayed. One of the inmates was just trying to get some shut-eye on a hard metal bench when, out of nowhere, this happened. Wow, that's a rough wake-up call. But I'm pretty sure in Prison 101, they teach you to always sleep with one eye open, because you never know who you're locked in with. The aggressor seemed to freak out for no reason whatsoever, creating a dangerous situation in a confined space. The officers had to act fast. The 2 of them ended up getting tasered to bring the situation under control. And now both of them are probably going to be spending a lot more time in jail with new charges added, so I hope the both of them learned a valuable lesson. 1, don't get into stupid fights. And 2, always watch your back. Number 4. In what looks like a routine prison intake, an officer is escorting a new arrival. But without warning, the inmate goes absolutely berserk, catching the officer completely off guard. What's crazier is the lack of backup, and another inmate just casually sitting on a bench watching the show. But credit where it's due, this officer holds his own, executing a perfect WWE-style takedown. After a long struggle, the other inmate finally decides to jump in and help the CO. Number 3. In a silent courtroom, a judge hands down the sentence, life without the possibility of parole. Before you feel any sympathy for the man breaking down, let's be clear who we're watching. This man shot and killed a 21-year-old in cold blood. During his trials, he was seen laughing and openly mocking the victim's grieving family, showing zero remorse. So when you see him finally lose his composure, remember the pain he inflicted. This isn't just a sentence, it's justice for a life senselessly taken. Number 2. This story is a tragedy that exposes a deep flaw in the justice system. At just 16, Khalif Browder was accused of stealing a backpack. Unable to make bail, he was sent to Rikers Island. He spent the next 3 years there awaiting a trial that never came. Because he maintained his innocence and refused a plea deal, he was punished with 2 years in solitary confinement. This prolonged isolation is a form of torture that breaks the human mind. After he was finally released, the charges dropped, but the trauma was inescapable. He committed suicide, an innocent kid robbed of his future by a broken system. Number 1. Our top spot is chilling surveillance footage that asks a terrifying question. How does a murder happen inside a prison with guards having no clue? The level of negligence is staggering. In the footage, you can see something is deeply wrong in the cell at the top of your screen. Other inmates act as lookouts, a clear sign of a coordinated act. Then, an inmate drags what appears to be a body across the floor. He pulls the corpse down the hall, to the showers, likely to stage the death as an accident. It's a complete breakdown of authority, and a terrifying failure of the system. And there you have it. 4 intense moments where the system failed, and inmates freaked out. If you want part 2 of the stories behind the vaults, subscribe and turn on notifications.